This just in. For the past 2 years, we have watched corporate executives absolutely trip over themselves in the rush to fire their human workforce and replace them with the magical, cost-saving promise of artificial intelligence. They gleefully gutted their marketing departments, fired their developers, and proudly announced that chatbots would handle the rest. But the tech hangover has officially arrived, and it's a massive, pounding headache. According to a highly entertaining new report by Futurism, these exact same companies have suddenly realized a very brutal truth. Their new robotic employees are terrible at their jobs. The AI is violently hallucinating facts, producing garbled logos, and writing incredibly insecure code. Now, in a desperate bid to save their own operations, these companies are quietly scrambling to hire real flesh and blood humans to clean up the disaster. As a StoryBrand certified guide, I'm constantly warning businesses that you cannot automate authentic human connection. If you try to build your brand on cheap algorithmic shortcuts, your customers will instantly smell the desperation. So let's rip apart the hilariously tragic rise of the Slop Squad, explore why the tech industry's obsession with vibe coding is ruining their security, and discuss how you can use actual human empathy to completely outmaneuver your robotic competitors. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of effort that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. But let's be honest, if your business sounds like a generic robotic chatbot, your customers will ignore you. You must establish secure, undeniable human authority. So download my 5-minute marketing fix to craft a powerful StoryBrand one-liner that standardizes your brand message, giving you a scalable, repeatable way to earn trust without relying on embarrassing AI slop. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, what exactly does a slop fixer-upper do all day? If you want a perfect snapshot of how completely broken the current tech ecosystem actually is, you just have to look at this brand new gig economy. When a company fires its graphic designer and asks an image generator to create a new logo, the result is usually a terrifying, multi-fingered mutant with garbled, unreadable text. Enter the Slop Squad. Freelance illustrators like Lisa Carstens are now making a living explicitly fixing these AI failures. They are hired to somehow completely redraw the image while staying true to the contours of whatever unhinged prompt the AI originally spat out. And it isn't just a graphic design. Freelance writers like Keisha Reederson are being hired to untangle massive walls of robotic text. They have to go in and manually delete the endless repetitive M-dashes, the agonizingly overused AI buzzwords like delve and deep dive. And because the chatbots confidently hallucinate their answers without providing adequate detail, these freelancers end up having to do all the original research anyway, just to make the content nominally legible. But wait, isn't editing the AI garbage actually harder than doing the work? Yes, it is. In fact, the absolute most infuriating twist to this entire corporate cost-cutting scheme is the fact that the shortcut actually takes vastly more time. If you have ever tried to edit a deeply flawed document written by a confused intern, you know that untangling someone else's mess is mentally exhausting. Carstens explicitly noted that attempting to salvage an AI-generated logo often ends up taking significantly longer than if she had just simply cooked up the design herself from scratch. You are essentially paying a highly skilled professional to play digital janitor. And the stakes are even higher in web development. The tech industry has recently started using a profoundly goofy buzzword called vibe coding, which is just a Silicon Valley way of saying, I don't know how to write code, so I asked a chatbot to do it. Developer Harsh Kumar is now making money fixing these vibe-coded projects because they are ludicrously insecure. He is being hired to rebuild chatbots that actively leak system details and expose sensitive consumer data, proving that relying on AI for your core infrastructure is an exercise in pure futility. But if it takes longer to fix, why are freelancers getting paid less? This is because corporate executives are absolutely refusing to admit that their grand AI cost-cutting experiment was a massive, embarrassing failure. Companies are paying these Slop Squad freelancers significantly less money for these cleanup jobs. Why? Because the executives mistakenly presume that since the AI already generated a first draft, the work must be easier and less time-consuming. They are actively penalizing human workers for the exact mess that the corporation's AI created in the first place. As Richardson pointedly noted, I'm a bit concerned because people are using AI to cut costs, and one of those costs is my pay. The companies wanted the financial benefits of automation without the quality drop. And when the quality violently tanked, they just forced freelancers to bridge the gap at a discount. It is a completely unsustainable business model that guarantees a steadily decreasing quality of work. But now, how do you capitalize on the total failure of automated marketing? Because while your competitors are busy arguing with their chatbots and leaking their own system data, you have an incredible opportunity to steal their market share. The companies trying to automate their entire business are currently finding out that they simply cannot do it without humans. They are not getting the content they want, their customers are furious, and their security is a nightmare. This is your ultimate strategic advantage. In a market completely flooded with generic, error-ridden AI slop, the most radical, disruptive thing your business can do is to sound like a competent, empathetic human being. You cannot let your brand equity drown in this automated garbage. You need a structural foundation to clearly communicate your humanity. So grab my 5-minute marketing fix. It acts as a rapid diagnostic tool to help you use your actual human brain to craft a crystal clear story brand one-liner. It gives you a standardized, reliable system to establish genuine authority, proving to your customers that you aren't just another lazy corporation pushing AI slop, but a fiercely human guide with a plan. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. But what about you? Have you ever paid or been paid to salvage an AI disaster? I'll go first. I've had several clients pay me just to fix their AI generated content and garbled images because the free tool they used nearly bankrupted their brand authority. Okay, your turn. What is your worst I paid for AI and all I got was this mess story? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, you might like this one too. It's about why one angry mom defeated an entire AI data center. And this is one YouTube thinks you might like. So check it out and see if the algorithm got it right. That's it from me. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.